All right, hey everybody. This is JM Gaming back with another IdleOn account review. Today we've got MrKafziel, who is in here for just an overall account review. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, with your opals, try to go ahead and get them all pop opals into these. Get your drop rate, get these basic ones out of here, because they're not going to do much for you. Like these ones here, like the strength one, stuff like that. Get nothing but drop rate for your family one. Like this should be a dice opal. These should be pops. Try to get them all the same, okay? It's going to make life easier in general for you. Yeah. That's just kind of a quick little thing there. I see you're going to be working on Onyx statues. I'm going to assume you probably can't even farm these yet. Obviously with World 6, I know that you're actually halfway through World 6, which is what you told me. So obviously farming World 6 statues are going to be a tough thing for you right now, which I get. That's why it shows the way it does, which makes sense. Eventually you get your drop rate up to 20 times, even higher than that, maybe even a bit higher than 20 times. Start farming up some Onyx statues. I see you've got a few of the easy ones, but yeah, you're definitely going to want to focus on Onyx at some point, for sure. So definitely kind of keep that in the back of your head. Bubbles are a little low, but I kind of expected that. Your stamps are actually really low too. But we'll get into that. I mean, you're fairly new, so I understand. You got to start somewhere. Let's see what you guys are doing. All right, you are all over the place here. What are we farming cuboids for? And what are we farming stilt moles for? I understand these you're probably pushing for World 6. Oh, for bones. Okay, I got you. Okay. The other thing with bones is you can put them just about anywhere when they're AFKing for bones. Active, I understand you're going to be on the best ones, but you don't have to put them on this stuff. The best things to kind of put them on bones is farming up statues and moles for the crafting drop. Oh, okay. So you're killing two birds, one stone. Okay, then that makes sense. I mean, if you're getting like more than one thing out of it, it's great. But just keep in mind later on with Deathbringer, once you get it up there, the best thing to do is to farm like villager statues, farm up, dragon warrior statues. I know you're probably not at that point, but future reference. And then of course, green mushrooms are great too to open the next map. Yeah, I assumed you were on the leaks to open the next map. Yep. But yeah, eventually down the line though, yeah. Get your wows done and then move on, yeah. Okay, let's see here. You definitely need to get some bags on your characters for sure. And you've got to get some of your crafting bags too. That's definitely something you can work on at some point. Oh, you're fine. You're fine back up. You're fine. Yeah, do some wows. I'm just saying down the line. Yeah, you want to get your wows and stuff done. Zows, wows, super chows, all that stuff. Get them done AFK on your Deathbringers, and then yeah, eventually you can go to the mushrooms. The mushrooms is like the last thing to do. Once you get everything else done, you can kind of stuff it there. But yeah, you're gonna like a lot of these are very easy bags. This would take you 2 seconds to farm. So would this. Like a lot of these would be very quick. These literally you can go to the NPCs, to the shops, and you can just buy these. Like these are in the shops. Like they're very cheap. So I would definitely recommend going and getting those. Some of the higher up ones to craft you might have a little bit of a hard time with, but like this just drops from Mammoths in World 3. Like a lot of this stuff is really easy. So I would definitely go and look to get some bags on people. It's going to help you a lot. I see that's clearly your main pusher. That's why you got all your bags up. Makes sense. But yeah, now that you're in World 6, it's time to play catch up. You're definitely going to want to start getting the bags up for everybody. Get those up in time. Definitely get at least the bags to have inventory that they can hold. But yeah, it's definitely catch up time for you now. Obols. Farm yourself up pop obols for everybody. At some point you get your drop rate and stuff up. You can go to Gigafrogs, farm up the pops. And then you can go to like World 2. Castles is a good one. To the sand castles. Because you can also knock out Goldrick's quest at the same time with the drops there while you're at it. So you can kind of kill 2-3 things at the same time. You can also go food farm at the same time. They'll drop these luck obols, and you can sell them for a lot of fragments. Well, break them down for fragments. So yeah, farm yourself up some better obols. They're going to help you a lot. Like, see, even this one, you could take this one and put it on your family one. You know? And you've got some other... I think you had some other pop ones in here. Maybe not. But yeah, finish out the family one first. And then, yeah, go ahead and knock these out. Definitely. Cards, I'm going to assume... Yeah, you're definitely going to need to farm some cards. Skills. Yeah, you're about where I thought you'd be on your skills. I mean, yeah, we all know that these are low, but you're kind of fresh to World 6 at this point. With this stuff, it's good to level up even the basic ones because you can equip these tools as good stat sticks. Let's take a look on your equipment because then we'll kind of see with that. Yeah, see, your tools are too low. You definitely need to get a higher threshold of tools. So sometimes you have to you got to level up the crappy stuff. Sounds good, yeah. So like these two here, you don't even have anything equipped. It's going to help because even if you equip it, you put stones on them and they're going to give you free stats. That's really what it comes down to. And in the beginning, having free stats on stuff is fantastic. It's going to help you a lot. I see you upgraded your splicer on one. Obviously, at some point, you want to upgrade the splicers on the other. I see at some point you're looking to do that, so that's a good thing. You even got a higher one. And you got a higher one there. So yeah, at some point you want to upgrade all of those. I would almost get the tools before that, though. Because you do have some you can work with, at least, for the splicers. But you got some empty spots for tools. Even if you go up to, like, Void on everybody, you know, pick a tier. And then just get everybody up to that tier. Because the good part about tools is every tool goes into the next tool. So that's a fantastic thing. So if you get everybody up to Void, then you know the next one is you're going to need that Void tool to make the Dementia tool next. And then Dementia is going to go into the next, and so on. They'll always have a use. You can always just constantly put them into the next one. So it's not wasted ever, the resources. Because there's never a stopping point. Because even Marble ends up going into God Shard too in the end. So you definitely want to get these up though and equip the slots that are empty. Because like I said, free stats is a great thing for you right now. Alright, next. Yeah, let's look at your talents real quick. Yeah, so you're going to have to go through at some point. I know YouTube has some guides and stuff on farming up for your library books and stuff. Getting your max amount up, because you're going to need to get these past 100. Just having them at 100, you got to raise that cap up. The cap is actually 299. So you see how you're maxed on everything? It's because you have so many talent points that you're getting maxed on it because you can't put any more into it because you're capped. So you got to raise up that minimum amount. And like I said, if you go onto YouTube, there's plenty of people who have great videos on it. I mean, I'm not going to go through the list of like 15, 20 different things that you're going to need. But you can go through that and kind of see like what they have. They've broke it down to everything that you need to get up to that 299. And then, of course, there's stuff to raise your minimum amount, which that's why that's a little bit higher than what the 100 is. Yeah, the wiki is also a good source of it too. Yeah, you can go to the wiki, look up the talents, and yeah, it'll say, it has a list on it also of every possible thing there is. Yep. Good call back up. Thank you. Yep. So yeah, you can look on there too, and it'll give you a little list and you just kind of check them off as you go. Another thing too you can look at also is Skoki's auto reviewer. That's another great thing to look at too. Star signs, I'm going to assume, you know, you've got some at least equipped, but at some point you'll have to work on probably unlocking some more. Post office, just kind of keep working on it. Some of them you've got some overflow of points that you could put into them. But yeah, you're definitely going to keep wanting to work on your post office too. I would assume that they don't have the 20 books maxed. I'm going to go with the fact that they probably don't even have the automation arm made. I mean, that thing's definitely way later on that you're going to get it. At some point too, anvil. Don't neglect your anvil. Yeah, I see you have. You have definitely neglected it. At some point, you're going to have to farm up farm up the items, and then use the money to upgrade them. Because these are very easy to upgrade, and you can get your speed up on your anvil like crazy. It's very easy to get these items. At some point, you'll be able to just like probably farm for a person, all of them in a day, like nothing. Or farm for most of them in a day. For like every character to max them out for items. They stop at World 4. So you only have to farm up to World 4 for these items, and then it stops. And then the money isn't too bad. So yeah, look to level these up too. It's going to give you more points. Put them into speed for the most part. Eventually, you're going to want to put some into capacity. But most of it in the beginning, you're going to want to put in the speed. Because you'll find you're going to need that stuff. Chips, I'm going to assume you don't have many. There's just... It is what it is on that. Unless you buy them from the shop with gems. You're kind of out of luck, right? So, nobody can fault you for that. Alright. I'm not going to bother with the 2 master classes. Because to be honest with you probably got no business even messing with them too much. I mean, you can get them to get some little bit of buffs to your account. But overall, you're pretty much going to unlock those master classes. So it's going to give you better respawns to be able to level them. And that's going to be about the extent of it. You can level up the sneaking aspects of it on Windwalker. You can level up some other aspects on Deathbringer. Obviously, you're going to want to unlock the AFK bones, which you have. So, I mean, as far as that, I'm not going to get into details on that. Because you're nowhere near like going to be able to push that stuff. Stamps. As you can see, everything in blue is stuff you can upgrade. There's a lot of stamps you have that you could upgrade. And I kind of knew that coming into it because you're about 2,900 is what you're at. You're definitely going to want to get like multi-tool stamp up. You're going to eventually want to farm for mason jar. Ladle stamp's another one that's pretty solid. I see you got that at 70 at least. That's a little bit better. But yeah, you're going to want to focus on your capacities. You're going to want to focus on a lot of your efficiency stuff. So you can work eventually to getting yourself better 3D prints. Because I don't even have to go into the 3D prints to know that you probably don't have the capability of having good ones yet. So this will help you out a lot. But yeah, you've got to get these stamps up. And eventually, you'll get high enough to where you'll get a gilded stamp every single day. And then you'll be rolling a little bit, you know? Owl, you can easily get this up to about 12. Easy peasy. Like 12 is not crazy. Get on each day. Go to it once in the morning or something, or when you first get on the day. Go through it. Do what you got to do. Put your stuff into stuff. Level it up if you can. Build yourself back up again, and then move on if you have to. Nothing says you got to sit there and constantly spam it. But try to hit it once a day. And you'll find this will go up quick. But there is some good gains from this. Drop rate and stuff, obviously, it is fantastic. And that's really going to help you when it comes to the massive amount of stuff you're going to have to farm between statues, eventually golden food. Because, I mean, you're trying to onyx your statues. Better drop rate you have, quicker you're going to get those statues. You can't go wrong with it. It's fantastic. Hey, Falsebit, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, let's see here. I think that was it for... Yeah, that's it for World 1. Let's go ahead and go to 2. Bubbles, I'm going to assume you're behind. But, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, like, we know that they're going to be behind on this stuff. Because they just... You probably got to World 6 not that long ago. These are going to be very important. Is these, once again, getting spore caps. Like, right now, these only cost you, like, 3, 1, 3. Like, you've got to level these. You really got to... You've neglected your alchemy hard. The funny thing is you have a lot unlocked, more than I thought you would. This is another reason why you need that skill cap brought up. Because you want to do the bubble breakthrough ability on Bubo to try to unlock the rest of these. And if you're capped at 100, it's going to kind of screw you. You're only going to go just so far. And then you're totally going to be locked out, and then you're done. So you don't want that. You're definitely going to have to... You're going to want to look to book bubble breakthrough as soon as you start getting those levels up higher and higher. Yeah, definitely a good thing to do. Yep. But yeah, you're going to want to look to level up a lot of these, though. Set yourself a certain percent threshold. I mean, obviously I have mine on 95, but I'm not saying... Don't focus on 95%. Like, definitely don't. Even if you're focusing on getting yourself to maybe 50% or 40%, get like, you know, get this up to 100% at first if you have to. Then, you know, 200. Focus on a little bit at a time. Because, I mean, you got a lot of these that they have no levels into. And let's be honest. If you can't afford 18 golden ore, we've got a problem. So, see, this is an issue at this point. This is just massively neglected. You can't neglect your alchemy. Because we all know, and if you've been in Griffey's streams or a lot of people's streams, we all know the answer to everything in the world and everything in IdleOn, the answer to everything is always alchemy. Because alchemy improves everything in your account. It's just such a broad line of everything. Like, alchemy improves everything. And you've massively neglected it. And I understand, because you've been pushing, and like, I get it. But like I said, now that you've hit World 6, it's catch-up time. Alchemy's overrated. But yeah, so you'll definitely want to focus on a lot of this stuff. This is going to give you a lot of your damage. You know, eventually you're going to be... Yeah, see right here? This is why I can tell that Vault is such an impact on accuracy and defense now, because you haven't leveled defense at all. That just goes to show how much of an impact Vault is on the game. In the beginning playing this game before Vault, if you didn't level this, you were in trouble. You've definitely got to level this. And you've definitely got to level this for your accuracy, because you're going to run into problems. So yeah, you've got to... You almost have to even worry about your basic stats to start off with. And to be honest with you, your people in World 6 pushing the leaks, they shouldn't even be there. Like, you have no business pushing World 6. Your kills per hour have to be absolutely atrocious. Like, I would have, even if you got to have everybody farming resources to level this kind of stuff up, to level stamps up, that's what I'd be focused on. Level stamps, level alchemy, stop worrying about pushing. All you want to do is get to 6. You don't want to push anything in 6. I mean, granted, you could push at least to unlock for farming. You could unlock the NPC that you can turn in for your coupons. But I mean, you're already past that point. You've got no business pushing anymore. Stop pushing and focus your people on getting this stuff done. Because this is going to affect your account massively more than just trying to push little peanuts per hour for your kills. Because you're going to be there forever killing those leaks, you know? Yeah, you got to have vials too. Well, we haven't gotten to vials yet. I mean, I'm going to assume the vials are just as bad, but like, we'll go over that when we get to it. I don't want to jump ahead so I miss anything. Also, here's the biggest one. I see you got your people into it, so that's fantastic. You want to max out these 4 stats. Yeah, they've got no business pushing anything, trust me. Don't worry about it, Negan. But yeah, you want to focus on maxing all these stats out before you even take them out of their cauldrons. Like, work all of these up and get them all done. Which is what you're doing, so you're doing the right thing. I wouldn't even worry a ton about even unlocking a ton of bubble. Like, this luck is going to help you unlock bubbles anyways. Like, you need to prioritize maxing these all out. Maxing every one of these stats to 170. These, we're not going to worry about caps and stuff like that at this point. There's no reason for you to do any of that stuff. You've got these maxed out, which are nice. Your new bubble chance and stuff. Fantastic. You've got that up to 15. So you're doing good. I mean, your stuff in the pay to win section of alchemy is pretty solid. You're good. Now vials. It's pretty much what I expected to see. At some point, the best thing you could do is keep unlocking vials. Like what Backup was saying. You're not necessarily going to level them like crazy, but right now the best thing you could do is to unlock them. And keep in mind, I see you're going through the same thing as everybody. You're trying to unlock them in order. You don't have to unlock them in order, just so you know. If you come to this page, like if you want to unlock this last one next, you could. Nothing says you have to unlock them in order. So, I'm assuming you probably stopped at the ball pickle jar and thought you couldn't go anymore. Yeah. And you know how to do them right? The best thing to do is to have your inventory with 16, put one in each slot for 16, and fastly just drop them all on top of it, all 16. And it will give you better chances. It'll actually level it up quicker. I don't know why that works, but it does work. Yeah. So, I mean, just skip past that and then just, yeah, knock out the ones that you want. I mean, you can cherry pick the ones that you want. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to keep going in the same order, knock yourself out. But, I mean, it's probably better to kind of cherry pick some of these that are really good. But, yeah, definitely unlock these. Like I said, use the whole trick with... But nothing in 4 days. Gotcha. But, yeah, just keep working on unlocking them, though. Sigils, you never even should have unlocked any of these. You shouldn't be in sigils until all of your cauldrons are maxed out, until all your bubbles are unlocked. You shouldn't even be in sigils. Don't even be in them. Like, these shouldn't even be done. Don't go in sigils. For the love of God, please don't go in sigils. They are the last thing you need to worry about after everything else is done. You put your people in sigils. So don't put them in there, please. It's a very, very bad idea. Max out all those cauldrons first. Get all those skills up. Unlock your bubbles. Then worry about cauldron or the sigils after that. Other than that, you got no business being in there. Don't do it. Yeah, exactly. Like Backup's saying, they get a lot faster with World 6. Yeah. Yeah, your speed goes up. Because right now your speed is just horrible. 2.46 is horrible. So there's no reason to be here. Kilroy. I mean, I was going to say, I assume you're going to be pretty low. Like, make sure you do your Kilroys every week. I assume you haven't played that long. I mean, that's why this is going to be low. But make sure you're doing all your Kilroys every week. You got the permanent upgrades. Fantastic. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be low because you haven't played that long, right? Nobody's going to fault you for that. But yeah, make sure you're doing all the Kilroys that you can possibly do every week. Don't forget them. Yeah, see, like Backup's saying, speed is so much quicker. Yeah, you definitely gotta do... You gotta do your Rue. You don't have anything. You've got to get these done. Because it's going to give you AFK gains. It's going to help out a lot. You definitely got to get to doing Kangaroo at some point. For sure. Like this, it could easily go up to like... You could probably get it to like 5 even really quick. I mean, ideally you want to go probably 10. But I mean, I think even for you, a good goal of maybe even like 3 to 5 would be fantastic. To start off with, would not take you very long. Because, I mean, AFK gains is going to really help you right now. Especially where you're at in the game. It's going to help you a ton. Prince, I'm going to tell you the same thing like we were seeing on the last account review. The best thing to do is to make sure you set yourself up for atoms. So, in other words, every single warrior type that you have, you should have at least 1 copper print on them. So, on these guys here, you actually have an empty slot. Which means you probably haven't bought the last slot or unlocked the last slot, I would assume. So that makes sense. But make sure one of these slots is going to be copper. So every warrior should have a copper print at least on them. Like this one. And then the rest can be fish. This one. You should have at least one being the regular logs. Oak logs. You should have 1 print of oak logs. So then later on, you can change it. Yeah, exactly. Good one, Adali. You're going to want your printer sample up to 90%. If you look under the skill and then construction on your character, it'll show what it is. You can also get the prayer for it that's called Royal Sampler that can make up the difference. Get it up to where it gets you at 90%. Leave it equipped on everybody. Don't unequip it ever. I mean, way, way later on in the game, you can unequip it once you reach enough. But yeah. I haven't seen it yet if you do have Royal Sampler. Let's see here, actually. Let me take a look. You have it, yeah. So this, you're going to want to level it up a little bit. Maybe to like 10, 11, maybe even 12. Equip this to everybody. What's going to happen is You're going to have to remove all of your samples. Well, actually, that's to unequip it. So you're probably fine. But you're going to want this equipped on everybody to get to that 90%. And that XP loss that it is, it's just additive. It's not very much. It's not as much as you would think it is. But definitely get that equipped on everybody and get these up to 90%. Because then you're going to get the most bang for your buck out of your prints. And you'll find your prints going up a bit. But yeah, like I said, also, make sure you got the copper prints on every single warrior. Make sure you got an oak log on every single mage. You can do flies on this guy. A regular fly is one that you could get atoms with. Another bit. See, this guy should definitely have a copper on him. Another one should have oak. They don't have it. So this one you got flies. Another thing with Beastmaster is you don't have to, like, Beastmaster sucks at a lot of prints. Another good thing with Beastmaster is you can actually go after, I see you have like the monster stuff here, but eventually you could have the stuff that it takes for the refinery and you can put it on Beastmaster also. Slash, obviously, Windwalker. You can do that too. Or you can do some flies, either or. But yeah, once again, you got a copper on this one. Which these guys should not have any other ore on them. They should just be fish and 1 copper. They shouldn't be, because they're not great at it. What is this? Oh, that's why you only got 1 DK. Oof. Well, you can't change that now. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you've got all characters. Yeah, because the meta is definitely 2 DKs. And 2 of either Siegebreaker or Deathbringer. One or the other. But I mean, like I said, you're past that point. So this just emphasizes even more on why you need some prints. And now I see why you're putting these extra ones on them. Refinery. Let's see. Yeah, see, you're not salt locked, which is good. You always want to make sure that this number is higher than what they're using. I would assume you know that. Ah, see, this one you're not, though. So you're locked on this one. Because you're making 258 an hour, but you're using 282. But I see that you're leveling up the green, so you'll be back to going good again. So I see that you're correcting it. That's good. And then this one, you're into the typical trap. These are a pain in the butt to get. I completely understand. Atom Collider, hence the point of why I say to have all those prints that you can get for atoms. You could start leveling up this Atom Collider stuff. Because a lot of these buffs from Atom Collider are really, really good. Like this can get you quicker books because you're going to, once you start getting that minimum talent level up, there you go, you can get books quicker. It's going to make your cooking better. It's just, it's so many things that's better. But yeah, that's the point of getting your prints up so then you can make these atoms go up fast. So you fell into the trap. Actually, no, liquid investment, never mind. Laboratory Fuse is one that you don't need to put into, and same thing with Food Lust. But yeah, you're doing good. You're 7 out of 7, which is nice. Let's see here. What do you got for challenges? Yeah, see, these are going to be tough ones for you. Definitely do your dungeons every week, at least once a week. Because you're going to want to definitely max out the Flurbo shop. Because that gives you buffs for your whole entire account everywhere. So it's a nice little bit to get some extra gains for your whole account everywhere. Oh, you got the automation R maxed. So that answers that question. I see you're doing a lot of your towers. Yeah, you're going with the Poisonic Elder and stuff like that over the Boulder Roller at some point. Makes sense. Trying to get the Super Crypt Book. Okay, I got you. Yeah, just make sure that you're doing them, though. Because you're definitely going to need them a ton. You're at that point where they're super, super important between getting those skills and then getting the overall permanent stats for your account. it's definitely super, super important you do them. For sure. Death Note, I'm going to assume it is what it is. Because, I mean, you're not at the point to where you're going to go back and start farming it. Like I said, I've already talked about you and the pushing. We've already gone over that. Yeah. Let's see here. 43, 39. See, you are definitely a charged siphon lover. You got to stop doing that. That is the biggest noob trap you can fall into. They make it out like charged siphon is the fantastic thing to use on elemental sorcerer. Don't use it. All you're doing is screwing over your whole account. I know it's a pain in the butt, but every time that these are maxed out, you need to go on each individual character and cash them in. Because the problem is you're 70 on these and you're 46, 43, 39, 40. You're nerfing everybody else because you're stealing it all with this character. So stop using charged siphon. Don't use it. It's really bad. Don't use it. I mean, I can't stress that enough. It is a pain to claim on every single person, but you got to do it. You got to claim on each individual person. Yeah, see, like Backup saying that those skill levels help in the whole, and they help in a lot of places. Let's be honest. They're at this point, even just being a higher level is going to let you equip a better skull. Equipping a better skull is going to get you more worship points overall in general. But yeah, try to claim them all individually though, so you can get these levels up. Prayers, eventually, you know, I see you're working on your towers. You're going to unlock some of these. Zerg Rush again, amazing. Eventually, you use Midas Mine and Jawbreaker together. Like I said, make sure you equip Royal Sampler on everybody. Level this up a little bit. Clearly, you are more than enough. You could actually level this up a little bit. And then equip it to everybody to try to get that 90%. Yeah, I hear you later, Vert. But, I mean, it's going to be a long time later before they get to that point. And they're still really early on. But, yeah, at some point, yeah. I see you're using nature traps. If you want to level up, make sure you use V-Man for it to place all your traps. I noticed that you have the automation arm, so you can use it. Or actually, you need the trap thing for it, the trap drone, which I'm pretty sure you got the trap drone. But you can place them all on V-Man with using his ability for XP gains. You lose efficiency, but it doesn't matter with efficiency because you're all looking for the XP. I see you're keeping him high, which is good. But I mean, you usually want to equip the highest critter you can. Obviously, you're going to be equipping critters because you're looking to have them for the refinery. I get it. Salt Lick, you are where you are. I mean, this one's going to be a good one at some point to put some into. You have none in it. Oh, I don't know, Bravo. That's probably because I'm too new. Trust me, I wish it showed up. Construction. You don't want everybody on the board. You only want your... Well, see, you've only got one DK, which is going to kind of screw you on construction because you don't have two. Having everybody on the board, you're going to want people not on the board and making your cogs. Because you want to put more cogs on the board. Obviously, you're unlocking flags. So, yeah, you're going to want them making cogs. Go over it like once a day or something. Try to grab yourself a bunch of pages and stuff. What you're going for is XP percent. You want XP. That's what it's all about. You definitely... Build rate, all that crap, it doesn't matter. You want speed. Or XP, I mean. You want XP on everything. For now. Because you're very early on. You're not even to the point to where you're going to get, like, directional cogs a ton. Yeah, Call Me Bob is your best friend. Yeah, but they're not going to do nothing with Call Me Bob right now. We're talking they got level 1s on a lot of their bubbles back up. They got to focus on getting stats and stuff up before they worry about Call Me Bob. Yeah. They're still early on yet, so I don't want to... overwhelm them with stuff that they're going to be doing 3 months down the road. That's just not going to help anybody. Yeah, I've been printing combs for that reason. But I mean, that's later on down the line. Way later on. See, meals, you can throw... See this? You can throw some ladles at these. They all take 1. You can definitely... So what I like to do is... When I get a bunch of meals and stuff unlocked, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and... Actually, let's see here. Do you even have... Showing you got... It's funny, it says burnt marshmallow, but you don't even have it unlocked. Which goes to show your speed is not terrible if that's a 1 and it's not even unlocked, right? So, what I'll do is I'll level up these, the speed ones first. I'll level a bunch of them up. And then what I'll do is I'll take a stack of like 10 or something. Fill my inventory with like a ton of 10 stacks of stuff. Go on to each one and just slap 10 at them. Then go to the next one, slap 10 at it. Next one, slap 10 at it. And then look where you're at, and you might need a couple that you got to kind of cherry pick one here or there. Yeah. But yeah, we're not going to go over atom clicks and stuff, Bravo. Like, see, that's what I'm talking about. We can't go into overwhelming this person. They're very, very new on. They don't even have any levels into getting free bubbles every day. So we're looking at too much. They don't even have atom generation. Like, yeah, cooking is extremely strong early on, especially when it's so easy to get ladles. Like, you wouldn't need that many ladles to get you pretty good off. Breeding, I'm going to assume you're probably not doing much. Your territories, yeah. Let's see how far you are anyways. So you've got them all. Well, not all of them. Yeah. You're going to want a better setup too. What you're doing is you're putting monoliths and stuff in here. These are not great setups. A lot of them later on is like, use like a miasma, use a forager. At this point, you're just using what you can. I understand. Beans are okay in the beginning. You're still early on. But there's a lot of guides out there that'll show a lot of the stuff for your setups that you can have. But I mean, you're still so early on. You're trying to throw everything you have at it, which I get. But eventually, you're going to want a certain setup for these. And it's going to give you a lot more. Lab, you got everything unlocked. Fantastic. That's what you want. No, except you're not connected to these. You're going to want to keep people in so you're connected to most stuff. I mean, you're not doing bad. I get it. You need to break people away sometimes. Keep trying to work on your gems, too. You're fine. Rift, I would assume you're pretty much... Yeah, I mean... You're at 31. It's about what I would expect. Yeah, the star talent with breeding, there's one that will give you AFK grab time for your spice. That's a great talent to have. Tome, we're not even going to go into it. There's no friggin' point. Sailing, I see that you're getting the triple ones. You're going to want to go, let's see. Faux Tusk is amazing. This is going to increase your chance to get artifacts. You're going to want to prioritize this immediately. This is one of your best artifacts to go for. I would stop doing everything in sailing, and I'd put them all on Tusk. I got you, Capsule. It makes sense. Yep. So you're going to want this one massively. And then, let's see. Yeah, Fury Relic, you're definitely going to want. See, there's where your book levels go up for library. Remember when I was saying about that? Right here. Fury Relic's going to help you with that. That's one of them that's on the list. And that's a big one. That's probably the biggest one is from Artifact. Like, your biggest gains from it. 25 levels is no joke. So let's see here. Because first, you always want is going to be your chances to find. Sailing speed's another one, but I see you got that doubled, so you're all right on that one. Yeah, I would focus on Tusk first. Get Tusk. Definitely, because it's going to increase your chances of finding artifacts anyways. So it's going to literally help you find everything else. So get that one first. Then go ahead and switch to Fury Relic if you got the speed for it. And that's going to be massive for you. That's what I would definitely do in the sailing. Divinity. You've got Dupe. So that's a plus. You're working on... Make sure you unlock the rest of them. But that's just... You want to make sure to keep unlocking them. I mean, gaming, you're moving along. I understand you're going to be pretty low on it. Just make sure you keep doing it. Your logbook is 32. Keep unlocking stuff. Let's see your mutations here. So, chemical. Don't worry about the chance being high. Every time it's available, use it. Don't worry about leveling up the chance. Every time you can use it, use it. It's more about spamming it than it is trying to get a higher chance. Spam it. You'll get it unlocked quick. Okay? I don't know whether you're doing that or not, but if you aren't, don't let the percent build up. Every time you can use it, use it. Hole, I'm going to assume you're not very far. You're at the point to where you got a little bit into everybody because you probably haven't unlocked everything. Yeah, see, I see you're getting low wishes. Yeah, alternating chemical use early on. Yeah, it is good once you get it. Yeah, chemical is going to make your gaming just explode. Best thing to probably do, too, is once... I know you're not getting many wishes. Just recently got into jars. Okay, so you're fairly far, considering. You're farther than I thought you'd be. That's not terrible. Let your wishes build up. You're actually sitting... Actually, you're sitting on 8 wishes. Best thing to do is to reset your opals and put them in 1. Stop spreading them. Spreading them is not going to do you any good. And if you're on jars, you're probably not going to really advance much anyways anymore. Let's see. Yeah, you could start... If you just made it to jars, clearly engineering would be pretty good for you. Let's see. What's measure? Level 0, 0. Yeah, I mean, I would go into engineer, go about as far as you can. In about the 6 days or so, it's going to take you to build up all of your... Like, use your wish. Put all of your opals into engineer. And start pushing these up. Unlocking these. Because it's going to make your jar go through the roof. And jar upgrades are amazing. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to get all these. They're going to start really getting high. But once they kind of start getting high, then you can use your wishes again to swap into measure and level that up. By the time that they're both done, you can probably go back into either pushing, or you can go back into engineer or something, or even somebody else. Okay? And you should be good to go. I see you got some in here. That's nice. Let's see here. Study. Yeah, see, study, you ain't getting shit. Because I don't think... Have you unlocked the study? Yeah, you should have. Or no, you probably haven't yet, have you? Because you just got into jars. Yeah, so you haven't unlocked study yet. So yeah, I would put everything into engineer. Yeah, I was going to say you haven't found it yet. I'd put everything into engineer. Level up the engineer stuff a bit. Once you start to kind of stall out and you don't have access to unlock stuff anymore. Yeah, they don't have access to it. That's what I said. Yeah, once you kind of start to stall out in it, switch it over to measure. Then level measure up, and then after that, kind of see where you're at. See how much you're kind of getting, because with all of them combined, you'll see how much you're getting overall per hour. Then you can kind of see, okay, if Explorer isn't even close, then what's the point? Like, you shouldn't be waiting days and days and days. Yeah. Obviously, you're going to have to wait for study to unlock. So, engineer, measure, and then you'll probably have to... At some point, you're going to have to go Explorer to be able to even unlock study. Okay? But engineer, then measure is very important. You're going to need those massively. That's what I would do. Slab, it is what it is. Just keep in mind. It's not having to drop them on the ground like they used to be. If it's in your inventory, it's going to give you credit. As you go through the game, just kind of progress. I mean, you're still super, super early on, so nobody's going to complain at you for your slab looking like this. It is what it is. There's a lot more important things to worry about than slab. Like, you have a lot more important things to worry about than slab. So don't even bother thinking about it. Farming. The main thing we want to look at is the market. All right, so you got this. As soon as you can, keep looking. As soon as you can get 80 magic beans, unlock Ran rank as soon as possible. Okay, backup. I got you. But yeah, unlock land rank as soon as possible. If you just click on the coupon, it'll show you how many you're getting. And once you get the 80, as soon as possible, I don't care how far you are or anything, stop what you're doing. Get the 80. Well, actually, you only need 71 now, right? Because you got 9 sitting on you. Get this unlocked. Because this is going to help you massively. The rest of the stuff, obviously, you're going to level up some stuff and whatnot. But this is the number one concern. Get this unlocked. Sneaking, it looks like you're putting just about anything on, which, you know, you're still low on. Sneaking is all about having veils on people. Eventually, you'll get into the point to where you'll have the whole... Your first 6 people are going to have veils, and they're going to have beads on. Your last people are going to have double lotus flower on them, if you need. Otherwise, you can put lotus flower and beads on them. But I mean, you're early on. Make sure you're doing your sneaking, though. Like, you've got to be doing your sneaking. I see, obviously, you got to unlock some people. So, just kind of keep doing it so you can unlock them. Same thing with summoning. Make sure you're doing it and you're leveling stuff up. Definitely make sure you're grabbing your familiar as much as you can spend every time it resets. Because this is going to help you along, too. Don't forget about it. If you have to, once a day, just check it when you get on. See where you're at, spend what you have, move on, right? Complete some of these if you can. So, I mean, you've been doing them. Yeah, I mean, you got some done. You're not doing too bad. But yeah, just make sure you're spending your points. Get it into there. Get your essence gains and stuff like that up. These, obviously, you're not going to have done. Right now, you could turn these in, though. This would be a good one for you. This would be a really good one for you. Turn this into the beanstalk. Like, if you have the... I don't know if you even have the beanstalk unlocked, though. Let's see. My bad. I got to check this. Oh, you got the 10k. Okay. So, yeah, I would definitely get those together. Get all of your hamsters together and drop them at the beanstalk. Drop a 10k stack. So then it'll be effective on everybody, as if everybody has 10k on them. That's super important. You could do that, like, right after we're done here. Like, that would be very smart to do. Because 10k is going to give you all probably just about the 100% claim time on it. And that's going to help your sailing massively. Then just make sure every time you claim on somebody, go back to somebody, turn it in. Claim on them, make sure you turn in that sailing. Just keep not forgetting about it. And you'll find your sailing is going to go up really, really fast compared to what it has been. All right, that probably seems to be about it. Do you have any questions for me, Capziel, on any of this? Anything I didn't cover or anything like that? I know it's a lot of information. I didn't want to give you too much. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Like I said, there is a lot more I could give you, but I don't want to overwhelm you. That should give you a lot of stuff that you can really focus on the immediate right now. I'm not going to give you stuff that's months down the road. There's no point in that. It's just going to confuse you. Good deal, yeah. Yeah, like I said, I would prioritize doing your stamps and your alchemy. You need to get those up immediately. Like I said, even right now after I get off or whatever, like, drop these. Drop these at the beanstalk. Like, get your 10K together. Drop those. That you can do in 2 seconds. Like, I'd probably do that, like, right off the bat. Yeah, decision paralysis stops you, yeah. But yeah, even if you got to take your people and you got to focus them on grabbing some resources and stuff like that so you can level up your stamps, level up your alchemy, do that. Keep pushing your alchemy to the point where you're maxing out those stats from the cauldrons themselves. And also work on getting some tools for all your characters. Work on getting some better gear too. Let's see here. What are we looking at for gear? Actually, gear, you don't look horrible, to be honest with you. For where you're at, your gear is actually pretty darn solid. Like, as far as your body armor stuff. Rings, you can work on serrated Rex rings, which I see you got some. Those are a good thing to use. Cooking rings are kind of eh. But work on some serrated Rex rings. Definitely get the tools, though, like I said. Like, you're going to want the tools. Try to fill every slot. Yeah, crafting from the bag instead of storage, yeah. Yeah, if you have them on you, they craft a lot faster. But yeah, I would definitely go with that stuff. But okay, if that's it, because we look like we got an ad's going to kick in, so I don't cut you off. But yeah, that would be what I would prioritize. Stamps and alchemy. Definitely work on getting the tools done. Those 3 things are probably big. Make sure you go and you drop all of those golden hamsters too. Don't forget them. You're very welcome. And like I said, after I'm done streaming, give me a little bit of time. I'll post it. When I get it posted, I'll send you a link. All right, that wraps it up. Thanks a lot, everybody. Later.